morning, everyone. It is Rob. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you please type the number 1 in the comment section, in the chat box below, I would greatly appreciate it. And as you do, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. And as we go through here today, take a look at the various social platforms. If you like what you're seeing here, first time visiting with us, or hey, you've been kind of trolling around a little bit, you're back and forth, and you like what you see, make sure you follow along with the various social platforms, not just with YouTube and or Facebook, which is where we have most of our feed coming from, but make sure you follow along with the various social platforms. We've got tons of stuff coming out day in and day out. So morning, morning, morning. Don, Erica, John, say hey. Yeah, you sound better than you did in pop. Yeah, I definitely feel better, but it's also the beginning of the day. Say hey, so we'll see. You know, yesterday, by the time we were done here, it had to kick my butt. So we'll see where this half hour brings us. Morning, Frankie. Morning, Paula. Morning, Alan. All right. So, guys, let's go jump in. I cannot believe how much stuff we've got to get through today, but let's go take a look at the futures. All right. So, very first one, we've got ES. We're up 17 points on ES. I like the move. Very nice. The Dow is up 124. NASDAQ, even with Netflix, they're up 56 points on the NASDAQ right now. The RUT is up 15 and a half. And if you are a RUT trader, guys, you know, we had our mastermind group last evening, and we're just going to assume it's all non-funded trades, right? But one of the students in there, John, had said that since he learned this strategy on the RUT that we teach in our mastermind a year and a half ago, only one candidate had 1 month it has gone against him, only one, and he felt he might have pulled the trigger a little bit too soon getting out of that trade. Had he left it alone, probably would have been okay. But one in a year and a half, that's pretty good. Normally you'll get 1 or 2 a year will go against you on this setup. So if you're a RUT trader, you're on the right path, baby. Bitcoin is up $600 at 42,000 right now. Ethereum is up $40. Gold is down $10, not surprising with the move in the market. And then we're at 103, up $1 and jingle on crude right now. So this is the opportunity for you guys to drop in the trades that you took from yesterday. We're going to go over some of the trades from yesterday that we laid out here and see if they had opportunity to produce anything or not. So let's go take a look at those first. And the only one that I had time to play with at all, to do anything with, was Plug, P-L-U-G. All right, so let's go take a look at Plug. And you guys remember, drop your candidates in, your trades from yesterday. This is all about creating community, right? So Plug, P-L-U-G. So yesterday on Plug, they got a contract with Walmart. They had a nice move yesterday. We set a bull put spread below 24. I looked at the bull put spread, and it didn't look like they were giving anything back. In other words, they weren't going to give back big premium on the position. So at that point, my only choice was we did a paper trade on Plug with a naked put. It's a $28 stock. As long as it's under $40, I'm good to go. The $24 put, which right now, I don't remember the delta yesterday, but right now has a delta of 4. So we're looking for anything under 20. We were able to get 15 cents and buy it back for a nickel. So we picked up a dime on this naked put yesterday. Not a huge trade, but I'll take it, right? Let's see. Morning, Karen. John said Alibaba up 23% in 30 minutes and on a 50% gap fill on the gap stats. John, you're loving them gap stats, aren't you? I'm telling you, once you get involved with those things, once you're hooked, you won't trade without them ever again. Erica said 74% on paper on SPY. Great job. Funded, not funded, doesn't matter. We're going to always assume everything is non-funded, right? Makes no difference whatsoever. But you're pulling the trigger. You're hitting the enter button. That's really what I care about. All right. So with that, let's go take a look at today's candidates. We've got a bunch, right? And if you still have other trades from yesterday, by all means, drop them in, guys. There we go. All right, Amazon. Let's get to a more manageable view, right? So Amazon right now, let me shift over this chart here on TradeStation. Give me a second. It wants to play not nice with me. I just want to get a pre-market chart up on the other screen so I could see it. Ooh, taking forever, baby. This is why we're cutting you out of the picture, TradeStation. All right. So right now, Amazon is down 59 cents. Now, there has been a big Citigroup, right, with upgrades. Amazon is the first one. They actually added Amazon to their focus list. Now, they're down 60 cents right now, so they're kind of flat, right? They were in a bullish bias. They've got earnings coming up. And I think this is Citigroup's way of trying to get in front of earnings with some of these companies and, you know, try to be upgrading them before their earnings. We'll see how that all fares for them. But right now, Amazon, I'm a big Amazon fan. So we traded in our power option plays. So we're looking for right now, we're looking at a bull put spread below 31.17 or a long call, right? So for me, it's directional. You can take directional trades on anything. There's a reason, and if you've been with me for a while here, you know why. There's a reason we focus on the spreads is because we can get a better premium, reduce our risk on a company that we may not know a lot about. But if you know an Amazon or you know a Booking or a Disney or whomever, then you could always switch that over to a directional trade, right? ANTM is the next one, right? ANTM, they had earnings. They're up right now $12. That puts them at $529. So they're above, let's see where they're at here. 529. So let's call it 17 to 47, easy math is $30. So we need to split that level in half. So we need a Fibit inside of there. So it's going to apply that Fibit. So we're at 529. We've got 533 is our resistance level right now, right? So we're looking at a bull put spread below 518 on ANTM. Right now, Booking, not for the faint of heart, large, and I mean large bid-ask spreads, lower open interest on this. If you are not a seasoned trader on Booking, you would never want to trade this without doing it on paper, right? I'll flip over to 30 strikes, and that takes up to 79. We have nothing with enough open interest at all on Booking, right? And $57 by $65. So you're looking at $8 of bid-ask spread, right? So it is not where the average person will want to trade, right? So just keep that in mind. With that being said, right now they got an upgrade from Citi. They're down $4.38 today. So that puts them at $22.35. They were already in a neutral bias. So I would wait on this one. As far as the spread goes, the news is not driving it the way that I would think the news would drive it. So it's kind of in the middle there. Well, actually, right now, 22.35. Yeah, see, we're at 22.26 is our 8 moving average. We're still stuck between the moving averages there. So we're going to wait or a long option. And the only reason I say that is because it's part of what we trade in power option plays. So I'm good to go there with that one. Right? Disney is next on the docket. Right, Disney is down $6.30, and what I've got written down as news next to Disney is it's in sympathy to the Netflix move. If you haven't heard about it, you will in a moment. But Netflix has gotten crushed overnight, lost millions of subscribers without even having anything to do with Russia, just outside of the Russian debacle subscribers. So Disney right now, they already were in a bearish bias. They're down $6.35 to 125.5, we'll call it. So let's see, 19 to 28 is 9. We need again to split this, put a Fibit in here, split that fib level. And guys, remember, Sean, drop in that link if you would please to Trading Like a Boss. Towards the bottom of the page, you've got Fibonacci's power trading indicator, right? Go ahead and pick that up, guys. It's free training. All of this on Trading Like a Boss is. It's all free trainings that we do on this page. You got a great one coming up from Brandon this week. Actually, I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, Brandon's doing that training tomorrow. So go ahead and check that out. But if you want to know more about Fibbits and how they work, that's exactly what you're looking at. So 125.5, guys, is where we're at. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 128. Above 128. Right? Google, another upgrade from Citigroup. They're up $20 on that upgrade. See, now we're talking. Right? Now we get a decent move. Right? They're sitting right now at 26.20. Be very, very careful. We're right up at that resistance level right there. We already were in a bearish bias, right? So very careful. I'm going to say either wait or a long option. Could be calls or puts. But here's what I like. If we can get a move and get up near with a closing candle near that 26.25 level, call it 26.24, 26.23 and a half, somewhere in that range, close near there, and then fail. And the market, especially if the market is rolling over, there's an opportunity for a bearish day trade. All right. So that's why I said, now if it breaks the 26.25 retest and bounce, there's an opportunity for a bullish day trade. Would I do this on Procter & Gamble or IBM? The answer is no, because I don't trade those guys regularly, right? We do with Google in power option plays all the time, right? Itty Bitty Machine, which is IBM. They have earnings out. They're up $3.30. Trip will be very, very happy to see that one. Yeah, good. Erica said, I watched the video several times on the fibs, and it's very helpful. Excellent. I appreciate you saying that, Erica. So right now we're at 132.5. So So we're just below that resistance. We're going to look at a bull put spread below 130. 29. If we go $3. Yeah, we're going to look at it below 129. Lululemon, right? They came out and said that they're expecting to double their revenues in the next 5 years. That would take them to $12 billion in revenues. So huge, huge announcement on their part. They're up right now about $3.35 to $4.08. So the one thing that we are missing in here is we're missing a 100-point level. So let's go ahead and add that in. Wow, I actually dropped it right at 400. Perfectly. I don't think I've ever done that before. Usually, and I don't try. I just want to get it in the area, and that's all I care about. So we're at 408 right now. So we're above the Fibit at this point. We're going to look at a bull put spread below that 404 level. Very nice. I like this one. I'm going to put a couple of stars next to it. Why do I like Lululemon? The kids like it. It's where money gets spent, right? Absolutely. All right, guys, we've got 3 candidates left. So it's time for you to drop in the companies that you want me to take a look at. What ones do you want me to analyze? And we'll go ahead and spend a few minutes looking at those after we get through these last 3. And it's ironic that we take this pregnant pause at Netflix, right? So when we look at Netflix, they're only down right now. Let's see. Do I even have percent on here? Well, let me do it this way. I'm going to have it on the chart. So yes. So they're only down $95 right now. That's all. Just $95. That's all. Just $95. From a percentage standpoint, it's 27.5%. Whoosh. Right? Crush, kill, destroy. I mean, just devastating. And they said it's going to get even worse, right? They expect to lose more subscribers. And then Joe Kernan making fun of, well, you can go outside now. So, and I forgot what other place he said, the beach, or it was silly places though, he said, not even things like that, but there's other things to do. His point was right. I just don't like him as an announcer. His point was right, though. The people are not focused on I need to stay home. I mean, we took HBO Max during COVID because they were putting movie theater movies on there once every month and a half. You got a movie theater movie. I'm at a point right now, they're not really doing that as much any longer. Do I really want to keep HBO Max any longer? We don't use it. We do subscribe to Netflix also, but my kids have some things that they watch on there that I'd get skinned if I ever tried to take that away. So Netflix's earnings, they're sitting at $252 freaking dollars right now. We're talking a $700 stock the end of last year. Talk about a haircut, right? Goodness gracious. Keep going, 250. Up, there we go. So where are we? Isn't it ironic that we're down almost $100 right now, $97, which takes us to 252, and we've got a support at 248.5. Right near it, right near where we are in pre-market, we're there. Why? That's how powerful Fibonacci's are. That is how important it is to learn to use these levels properly. Right? Am I guaranteeing you're going to be successful with them? Heck no, I don't guarantee anything. Am I guaranteeing you will be a better trader because of it? Without a doubt. Just how, if you can understand human emotion, and when you see how things just move to those levels again and again and again, you'll start to get it. So, guys, I mean, what do you do? We could look at a bear call spread above 300. I mean, I would not even be willing to do above the 278. It's too close. 100 points down, we could easily pop 20 or 30 points back up. So above that 300 level or a long option. Look for a large gap, on pivots if you can get anything off an R5 or an S5 or a large gap pivot that I use. We'll look for bounces off of there. We're also going to look for intraday moves back to key levels. If we can get to the 278, the 248 and a bounce, great. Then there's a potential for a bullish entry. Day trade in and out is the whole goal behind it, right? We break the 248, retest and fail. There's an entry for a long put. Right? Procter & Gamble, which I saw somebody put in there. Paula had put in Procter. So I had it on my list. So there we go, Paula. Glad we were able to get it for you. They have earnings came out today. They're up 99 cents, which puts them at 160 and a half, 56 to 62, 4 and 2 is 6. Yep, I need to split. So we need to put Fibbits in here. So I need the negative 236. The negative 136 and the 118. If you have to split between the 0 and 236, you have to split between 0 and the negative 272 on the upside. Because this is bigger, right? It's 27.2% versus 23.6%. You're going to need to split in there, right? For the top one, if you have to split on the bottom. So right now, with us sitting at 160 and a half, we're looking at a bull put spread below 159. And then last on my list is Roku, another power option play stock. They're getting hammered today with what's happened on Netflix, right? So they're down $8.50, but that's over 7%, almost 7.5%. It takes them to 108. Right now, I like Roku. They move $8.50 a day at $100 stock. I talked a lot about this last night in our mastermind group. I'm a big fan of it. But with them sitting at 108 right now, we're going to look at a bear call spread above 112 or a long option. And it really would be a put is what I'm looking for here. Now, because of the big move, you might get a bounce, right? And again, go check some gap stats, John, and see how these work as far as is there a trading opportunity there, all right? Yeah, you got it, Eric. A lot of pop candidates here. Exactly. And I pulled out, guys, maybe 5 or 6 other candidates that didn't even make it to the list. You can go and look at Facebook was on there also. They got an upgrade from Citi. Dash got an initiation. They initiated coverage on Citi. Wix, WIX, Citi initiated coverage. Who else? I took somebody else out, I thought. Abbott, ABT, Abbott Labs I took out. They had earnings come out. We just don't have the time for all of them, right? So, all right. With that, let's go take a look at what you guys are asking for, which the very first one was Valero. VLO. All right, that's wrong symbol. Let's see. VLO. All right, so let's add it here, see where they are. Energy, right? Oil. Refiners. They're up 50 cents right now to 108.25. So I need to go back, say, hey, and look at a bigger picture. Right? It's been a while since we've been here. That 120.72 is definitely going to be a major resistance. We had a massive, that was a big drop took place from there, right? So a massive move to the downside from there. Previous fib takes us up to 114 at the -1, but let's see where a -1618 lands us here. All right, 104 and 117. We don't need a fib in there. Oh, no, my bad. This is Valero. I'm looking at Roku. Symbol is good on the chart, but I was looking at my... All right, there we go. That's more better. So they move $7. Their fib is $7. So we definitely need to split our level in here. So let's pull this out to the right. Just get that done and over with right up front. Wrong one. All right, so we're sitting at 108.25. So we're still down below that 111 level on Valero. You've got 104 as a support and 111, say, hey, is your resistance, right? So I hope that helps. Let me know down below. Frankie said McDonald's, Mickey D's closed at 255.40, current 256.80. Mickey D's. I remember how excited I was as a kid to go there. Now I can't even think about walking in. So I'm showing they're down 4 cents right now on the day. They had a great move yesterday. Earnings coming up shortly. So we're maintaining above that 255 and not by a whole lot, frankly. So that is a concern of, is this we popped our head above the trees and now, all right, it's pretty cool up here, but we're done and we go back down. So second time at this level. Wick, the last time we broke above, yesterday was a slight close. Today is going to be a pivotal morning, pivotal day. If we can get the bounce and move up, 158.25 is resistance. And if we fail, 151.25 is support. Right. I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments below. Alan is asking for NVIDIA, another power option plays candidate. Where is NVIDIA? They're up $2.90 right now. They're $3 right now to 225 even. So look at the line, 225.65, guys. I'd be very careful. Even though they're up, and I don't know what the up was from, Alan. I didn't see news on it. That doesn't mean it's not there, but I didn't see anything this morning when I looked. So I'd be careful. We've got a confluence of the 8. If you can get some weakness, you've got to move down to 210.5. All right. I hope that helps, Alan. Let's see. John is asking for SPY. Using the gap stats to trade the gap fill on SPX, i.e. today SPY, gapping up around $1.76, which is around $17.60 on the SPX. $1 to $2 gap up on the SPY fill is 100%, but that is 98 out of 98 over the last 2 years. Guys, you're talking about 98 times the SPY has gapped. Make sure you're checking the up versus the down on it also, John. Okay? Well, actually, if it's 100%, it's 100%. It won't matter. It won't make a difference. So 98 times it's gapped between $1 and $2 in the last year. We've got a gap up of $1.76 today. And in the last year, 2 years, 100% of the time, the stock has closed that gap. Up or down, it has closed that gap. So I love the stats on it, John. Really do. Really, really, really do. I mean, they just add a new dimension to the trade setup. They truly do. Hey, Sean, can you drop a link into do we still have the replay up on the gap stats that we did? Can you drop a replay link in for that? I'm all for it, John. Go for it. Let's see. Trip said, I understand that like follows like, but aren't Netflix abandoners going to Disney? I know logic isn't always involved in the stock movement, just a thought. I don't know if it's, I mean, I'm sure they lost some of it, and they did cite competition as being, I think the market's getting oversaturated. I mean, Paramount and Curiosity Stream, and for $19 a year. And yes, we got pulled into that one because my wife likes the documentary type stuff. But for $19 a year, so there's so many other streaming services that are out there. That is definitely part of it. But Disney's anticipating. Listen, Disney's now saying they're willing to put ads on their streaming service, which they weren't willing to do before. So, but I hear you, Trip. So Sehe said, how much do you think inflation and disposable income affected Netflix? I think it's a big part of it. People are going to have to start cutting back, but I think you'll see more of the Time Warners get hit first before the Netflix. In recession, it's been proven that Netflix tends to do well in recessions. And the reason for it is I get rid of so much other stuff. I'm not going to the movies. I'm not going out to eat, but I'll keep my $10 a month Netflix, or $12 or whatever they're charging now. I'll keep my Netflix account because it's low cost entertainment. My daughter, my oldest, who, she's out on her own now. They don't have TV where they pay for cable. They pay for Netflix. They pay for Hulu. They're not subscribing to television like the average person gets CBS and ABC and, all of that type of stuff. They don't deal with any of that stuff. So, so does it have a play in it? I think it's a bigger part right now, of their run. If you go back and look, right? If you go back and look, where are we? All right. With what happened with COVID, right? I mean, look at the move. They went from $250 up to $700, right? It was a COVID play, right? Now I can't go out to the movies. I'd rather go to the movies than watch Netflix. I can't go to the movies. So, all right, let's go ahead and get Netflix type services. And now that's gone away, right? Even things like Zoom. Schools don't need Zoom like they did. Businesses still use, but don't need it like they did. For us, we've always used a streaming platform like that, us meaning wealth builders. We've used multiple of them in the past, right? Zoom is just the one that we've settled on. I think that the Netflixes of the world, the Zooms of the world, I think they're going to suffer because of the COVID more than they are post-COVID, meaning we don't need them anymore as much. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Roku setup as well. I like Roku, period, Eric. I think they're, for a low price stock, I think they're a great trade. Wally World, Walmart, WMT is Joan. So let's see where Wally World is in the pre-market. They're up 35 cents at 158. I like them, Joan. I like where the 8 is. I'd like it a little bit higher, but we've got good confluence. And look at the moving averages, Joan. Look at the 8 and 21 and look at them back here as an example. Look at the distancing back in here, and now look at the distancing in here. They're spreading out, which is a continuation of a positive trend. In this case, positive, bullish trend. If it was moving downward, we were very tight here, and now over here we got very big. It was a continuation of a bearish trend. So I like the setup, I completely like that setup. On the top side, we're looking at 165, 162.5 as resistance. All right, so hope that helps, Joan. Let me know in the comments down below. Evelyn's saying SPY down to 445 or 442 and then up to 450. So up to the 445, then down, right? So what she's saying is get me up near 445. I don't need to get to 447. 445 fail, we're going to look for a trade down to 442. And then if it does do that, we'll look for the bounce back, above the 446. We'll look to that bounce at 450. Right? Excellent. Good plan, Evelyn. Good plan. Andre's hitting cute there. Apple. All right, let's see where they are. NASDAQ's up today. So pre-market, they're up $1.70. Right? On Apple, which takes them to 169. So we're just barely above that 8 moving average at 168.34. Andres, if I can get a pullback to the 168.34 and a bounce, you've got a 21 moving average up above your head there. So you got to be a little cautious with that one. But if the markets are strong today, and so far it looks like we could have a strong market. If the markets remain strong today, I mean, we're up 20 on the ES, we're up 149 on the Dow and 71 on the NASDAQ. If the markets remain strong, you can get that bounce and you've got some nice opportunity. Apple moves $4 a day. So there's great opportunity, and you can make that full move up to the 172.65. Let's see. John said, yes, just verified. It's 100% on the gap fill. Ups on the SPY $1 to $2 range. Excellent. Good, John. Good. All right, look at that. Right at 9 o'clock. I think that's 2 days in a row. We hit the post right then and there. Joan, you're welcome on Walmart. So, guys, make sure you go ahead and grab the trainings that are here on Trading Like a Boss. Do not pass these up, guys. This page will be changing constantly. So make sure you're coming back here to see exactly what it is that we've got going on, right? So with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, folks. I will see all of you tomorrow at our next update. All right, bye for now.